Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the VULCAN Report. This end-of-day report is for trading on Tuesday, May the 2nd, 2017. Due to request, we would start off today with the Weight Watchers. Ticker symbol is WTW. This has been in a long-term downtrend channel. It's hard to see with the chart like this, so if I shrink it a little bit for you, you'll see that the high of 29.84 has not been revisited. This here is a failed top. Back here, you only went as high as 28.04. And then you attempted to get something going here, pulled back, and now here you are into a new weekly high. So that's kind of what's happening here as of right now. Now, it should be noted that this high so far corresponds to 22.04. Back here, your high corresponded to 28.05, and here was 29.84. So you could even, say triple top, if you will, from the weekly perspective. And you can see the channel is where it is, all right? So you came down, hit a new low, put it into that, came down, sideways consolidation, and now it's starting to try to break up and run again. So the test will be, can it get to 30? It's acting like it wants to get to 30. Momentum looks good on it right now. All you need is a close above 1884 this week, and you've locked in some more bullishness for the following week. So it looks good. As long as your support is not taken out, you're good to go. And that's Weight Watchers. All right, let's take a look at the mighty Bitcoin. All right, pulling back somewhat. We hit 162.79, so it did go into a new high, and now it's pulling back a little bit. But again, this is continuous breaking out. All right, continual breakage to the upside. You did it here, you did it here, you're doing it here, and it's just running away. I don't see any end in sight with this. Every time it has any sort of a correction, it still maintained the bullish complexion. And it's also obeyed the ramps, okay? It's obeying the ramps. And this is your little one right here, and then you have a huge one right here. That's all I can say. So this one looks good. All you need is a close this week above 135.15, and you shouldn't have no problem doing that. All right, switching our focus to gold. All right, as you can see, here we are on gold, the gold futures, still below that blue momentum trend line, and that's still showing weakness. All right, so as long as we close below that, that is weakness. Getting some support around the 1250 level, though. That 1250 is an old support zone, and it should hold steady. All right, it should hold steady. It failed before, so we'll see how it behaves now. This could be an acceleration point because it was before, and that was the old lows back here. This is your 1250-ish support zone. Once it was violated, the market moved down heavily. All right, and it went to, that below that 1150 zone. So you fell roughly $100, okay, 100 and change. So that's what could be setting up again. Are we going to revisit here and not take this out, but just test these lows first before rallying higher? There's a good case argument for that. That 11, somewhere around 1160, 1170 range could be in play if we lose this upside momentum here. So we're going to be watching that. Looking at silver. All right, pretty much, it's still in free fall state. And at this point, you're hoping that 16 will slow it down. But if not, it's going to go deep into the 15 handle with no problem. So this is still looking very, very, very heavy to the downside. Looking at natural gas. Natural gas has been hanging in there. All right, your bullish situation is 318, and we're right there on it. All right, right there on it. Market's trying to make a determination here. Taking a look at just how we've been indecisive on the daily chart. All right, your momentum is still here. Not a lot going on, okay? And a little bit of carryover on this bar here from this previous bar, just a little carryover. So this bar represents the 3rd. All right, it's the beginning of May 3rd. And here's how we ended today. All right, so held the momentum here, lost it here. So will we have support again tested at around the $3 handle, or is it just going to bounce from here? All right, that's anyone's guess, but this is where we are. Got a huge air pocket between here and here. All right, and that's still around. That's still at the $3 line. That $3 support is a major support, strong support, and you got these enormous ramps coming up. So I'm still gonna hold on to the bullish. We're still locked in. We're still above the trend lines, the major trend line anyway, and you're still above the Kumo cloud. So everything's taking place outside the Kumo cloud. That's good, but we can't ignore the loss of momentum here temporarily. So we'll watch it and see what happens. All right, looking at your bonds. All this talk about rate hikes. There's nothing pointing to a rate hike on this chart. This thing is still marching on top side, and if you pull up the weekly chart, it's still trying to hang in. It's just riding that momentum trend line. It's just riding it. Haven't given it up completely yet. No conviction to the downside. Bond prices remain steadily. So this is where we are right now. Should this break to the downside, then yeah, your rate hikes are a-coming. Let's see what else we need to look at. Let's look at the euro. All right, it's racing toward the bottom of the Kumo cloud. This is just as anticipated. All right, it's trying to hold this 109 level. It really is. It wants to get back above the 110, make a run to 112. 103 was scary. There was talk about it dropping below par. That didn't happen. The market quickly recovered. Let's take a look at the pound. All right, looking at the pound, same thing as the euro. Same exact identical trajectory. Looking at the Aussie. Aussie's just dancing around this trend line here. Trying to maintain a little something, but the momentum is pretty much dead. It's trying to relock back in, but it failed here. Now it's trying to do it again here. So we'll see what happens, but this one has no momentum whatsoever. All right, last but not least, let's look at the crude oil. All right, you can see it's gaining a little bit of momentum to the downside again, testing this support. A break of this current level of support will get it into the Kumo cloud, and you know that could be all over the place once you're in the Kumo cloud of death. But we have to look at the long-term trend picture, and it is still bullish. Price action is still happening outside of the Kumo cloud top side, but we're leveling off, and we're still in an extended trading range. Trading within the old range of November the 28th of 2016. Nothing has changed here. All right, let's talk about education. You want to invest in yourself. You need to invest in yourself. You need to learn all you can about these financial markets. You need to learn what the central banks don't want you to know. Learn about technical analysis, because technical analysis is the beginning of comprehending the algorithms and how they're designed and what they do. Well, the only way you're going to do that is to educate yourself, and that's what pulse wave trading is all about. Trader education, learning how to extract money out of these financial markets on a consistent basis, trading everything from individual equities to commodity futures to forex, including Bitcoin. Come and see what it's all about. Educate yourself. PulseWaveTrading.com. Learn how to take back what is rightfully yours. Learn how to add additional income for yourself, additional income streams for you and your family. I don't know any other powerful method than trading. Trading, it gives you freedom, very low cost and overhead and startup capital needed as compared to traditional business startups, and the list goes on and on as far as the positives. PulseWaveTrading.com, folks. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace.